filed, I appealed. I did it all. I play by the rules. And the Division of Insurance was nice enough to give me a blanket denial the day before the anniversary of our accident. I appealed everything. I've filed. They've reopened. It's all selling everywhere. You guys realize what those are, right? Those are Faraday bags. I never knew what they were. I had no clue, but I do now. So, if these insurance companies want to make us, we're forced to pay these people, and they don't want to honor their contractual obligations. Well, this last year I've how to put it, I've accumulated an archive, terabytes. Well, I sent out an initial settlement offer not too long ago. Okay, that company, I'm sure they'll see this. It's for $1 million. And after I've reviewed all my evidence and my archive, because my archive is complete, I'm rescinding that. I'm officially rescinding that offer. It's not enough for what's happened to me and my wife, and the damage that it's done to my body, the years it's taken off my life, the psychological damage it's done to my wife, and the physical damage, and it doesn't come close. So I'm just gonna rescind it. It's not out of anger. It's not out of anything but, look, if the insurance industry in the United States of America is gonna force us to pay them every month, and they're gonna make it, here's what I've learned. I've learned that you have to, if you get in a catastrophe, I might as well show you guys, okay? That's what happened to me. 52 staples. I was a seatbelt passenger in a vehicle we paid full coverage for. My Harley Davidson was in the back. And I had full coverage too. I lost my intestines, my lower intestines. Part of my bladder, part of my colon, a bunch of my right lung collapsed, all sorts of stuff. So you'd think that I should have died. And I guess God bless I didn't. But one thing I've learned is this: after this last year in dealing with this industry, I've come to a realization that you got to become more expensive to fight than it is to settle with you. Let that sink in. Now, this is coverage that we paid for. Was not my wife's fault. I've proven that. Nobody cares. I was a seatbelt passenger, so it really doesn't matter who's at fault. I'm an injured victim. But I've gotten a delay, deny, deflect, deny till they die. Nobody in the insurance industry will tell you that, but that is a true saying in that industry. Deny till they die, deflect. So when I learned that, and everything that's happened to me and my wife over the last year, doesn't make sense to me. I'll tell you why. I was thinking about that today, right? I was thinking about, okay, I have to become more expensive to fight than to get compensated for the injuries that I have, and for something I paid for, a product that I paid for. So I have to fight. So I thought about that. At first I was like, that's just crazy. It's absurd. You got to fight about something you paid for? Just get proper care. And, I've lost 7 to 10 years of life expectancy. That's given, statistically. But I have to fight the people that I paid to protect me, to get compensated the proper way. doesn't seem right. Then I thought about it. I thought, okay, well, say that I do. I become more expensive to fight. Okay. I can do that. My archive is done. It's absolutely, I am going to be more expensive to fight. Then I thought a little deeper. I thought, when that settlement comes, this is why I'm rescinding my offer. I don't need your money. Never needed anybody's money. I need accountability. I told my wife when this all happened that I'd hold every responsible party accountable. And I'm doing that. Then I thought a little bit more about that saying. I thought, okay, well, if you get to a point where you're more expensive to fight, and that's when you get your settlement, right? That's when you get your millions or whatever it is, tens of thousands, whatever it is. Well, they're not really giving you your product. They're not really paying you the money that they owe you. What are they doing? They're buying something from you. What are they buying? Well, what comes with the settlement? I say I've done a lot of research and a little too much, probably. What are they actually buying? Well, with all settlements come an NDA. For those of you guys who don't know, that's a non-disclosure agreement. A non-disclosure agreement basically it says this. Depends on the wording and stuff, but in a nutshell, it is, hey, look, we're going to pay you this amount of money. You're not allowed to say anything about what the hell happened and what we did. Well, that doesn't sound like a settlement of my policy. So I gotta fight you, become more expensive for you to fight me, for you to give me what I purchased. And the whole time, you're gonna push me there, you're gonna totally try to confuse me and send 1,500 pages thinking I can't read. Are you serious? Anyways, so I thought about that. Then I thought about the $1 million offer. For a company that not only did we have insurance, they said we didn't. All the other companies relied on a falsified police report. And the fact that that company said we had no insurance. We didn't purchase that extra insurance. But their own internal documents, your own internal documents, contradict that. Especially the sentence, I like this one. This one's one of my favorites. Hey, I'm not going to mention her name. Now, this was somebody else. I'm not going to mention their name, but they were the Division of Insurance. Hey, I forgot to ask, was there anything to suggest that this rental was a Priceline.com reservation? Okay. Anything to suggest that it was from Priceline? The person's answer was, no, there is not. They appear to be a walk-in sourced from whatever loyalty program. No indication of Priceline. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Okay, now here's the catch. As I was investigating a little bit, hence Ashcroft and Vale Investigative Media, and I happened to secure internal documents, completely legal, from their internal system. Okay, same email handle, the whole thing. It's 100%. My archive is legit. That states a year earlier than that statement, customer provided tow yard information and Priceline reservation. That was in their system. So now, for the conundrum, we've got the Division of Insurance over here, who's supposed to regulate these people, supposed to protect the consumer from harm, supposed to regulate the insurance industry. Now, I'm not going to go into detail. It's going to get released into good due time. I've given the Division of Insurance enough evidence that I collected, me, the victim, to enforce, I guess would be the best term, any and every penalty that they can on these different individuals, or not these different entities, I guess. Best thing to say. And the Division of Insurance was nice enough to reopen some of my cases not too long ago, but then close them right out. Ask me for more evidence. Now, a consumer's obligation when they make a complaint to the Division of Insurance is this: make your complaint and submit any and all supporting documentation if you have it. And their requirements are to investigate. Well, as you guys will see, as I slowly release this information, and my archive is now public, you guys tell me. You guys tell me if there was a real investigation done. Here's the thing: is that these insurance companies they focus on one thing: desperation. Deny, delay, deflect. They want they want the injured people broke, from what I see. So they want you broke. They want you to get you to a point where they pass the buck off to this, to that, pointing all these fingers until finally they have to actually pay for something. Guess what they do? They lowball you ridiculously because they know why. You were injured. You might still be injured. You need the cash because everybody seems to wait for that settlement. I get it. I understand that. So here's the thing. I finally understood that. Finally, because I'm like, why are these people, why is everybody not doing their jobs? Why are they expecting me to do it and then still not doing their jobs after I prove it? Well, the answer's simple, and it came right out of the words of a gentleman at the Division of Insurance. We're not necessarily against insurance companies. That's okay. That's cool. Whatever. I'm not against them either. I just want what I paid for. I'm hurt, man. I got injured. Well, because our salaries are paid by their licensing fees. I couldn't believe my ears. What? So let me get this right. The people that are supposed to regulate these people are paid by these people. Come on now. That can't be true. Don't know. I haven't looked too much into that. I just couldn't believe that came out of that man's mouth. Now, another thing that came out of that man's mouth way before that, is this statement. Now, I'm a documented whistleblower. I have filed with OSHA, and I've done that. DOJ, the whole nine. Okay? Because what I see is corruption. I see that. Now, that's for a court to decide. But from everything I see, that's what I see. So I filed. I let this man know that on the phone call. 3 times. Recorded. Legally, 100%. And at the end of that call, I kind of backed him into a corner because I threw a lot of evidence, proof towards his way. And I could tell he was getting a little flustered. And he's like, well, I got to end the call. I say, man, look, that's no problem, man. If you got to run it up the chain, and I understand the severity of what I'm saying. He cuts me off. I swear to God, this happened. This man says to me, no, it's not that. It's almost 4:30. I get off in 4 minutes, and the state doesn't pay overtime. Now, you hear me on that call say, that was probably the worst thing you could have said, man. Okay, man, it's all good. I let him off the hook on that one. I was just like, dude, man, that was horrible optics for you, bro. But it was said. Now, I've also submitted a lot of documentation to this man over a series of months. where he promised that he'd enforce something on another company if I got him three pieces of evidence that he needed. Well, of course I had them. I have everything. I document everything. So I gave it to him, and I gave him something else that was outrageously valuable. He thanked me by closing out that case. Consolidating 4 cases into one for his workflow. Oh, and my wife's. That's right. She's her own human, and she made her own complaint. She was a victim in the same car accident. But no, for workflow, he needs to consolidate. Well, that doesn't really help when I'm trying to, I don't know, tell the American people about a systemic problem. And it is a problem. And I do have the evidence. So, that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with that. I mean, there's so much more, and this is already a long-ass video, and my team's probably going to chop me up for making it this long. But, guys, seatbelted passenger, flown away in a helicopter, and I'm going to leave you with one last sentence. Fighting for his life on a table, getting cut open. And his wife was taken by a CHP officer across state lines, dropped off at Nevada border in the back of a parking lot at Buffalo Bills, because he had other things to do. She had to hitchhike back to Las Vegas. Now, I'm going to leave you all with that, and I'm assuming that sentence probably just pissed off a lot of American men. A lot of women, too, but my old lady got left across the border after an accident that did this to me. Gutted me. They took her right across the state line, dumped her like she was trash. No medical transport. Nobody to meet her. She had to hitchhike. Carrying a whole lot of our inventory with the blood on her face. And that's true. So, projectblackphoenix.com. My archive is finally done. All the nonsensical, dumb videos that I put out, and just a lot of rants and stuff. Guys, that was my answer to the ability to even build the archive. Was, I'm like, oh my God, there's no way I could build this. They're never going to let me do it. It's going to get me killed. So I had to come up with something, and I just figured I'd do what every American man would probably do. He'd probably rant on, babble on, this, that, and blah, blah, blah. And just make everybody think he's a little, it's my version of the rope-a-dope. Look over there, pre-card money. I'm doing this over here. America was built. It's submitted to the Library of Congress. So, to the company that I sent out the $1 million offer, that was me being nice. It was. I've given every one of you guys the offer. So don't say that I haven't. Don't say that I haven't. I got it documented. I'm rescinding that $1 million offer. It's not even close to adequate. So, to the American people, stay tuned. This is not a stunt. This is real. This is real story. This is real lives. I'm still in it. And I just think that the American people deserve more. I know we do. I'm going to show them. These companies that don't come correct, well, you guys are going to know. Okay? Now, bear with me as projectblackphoenix.com. As it grows, it's going to get more content on there and stuff. Just bear with me. I've been spending the last 8 months, day and night, just crazy hours, all while injured and healing, putting this archive together and making sure it's air gapped and dead man switches, the whole nine. It's everywhere. Okay, and I'm taking a lot of precautions. So bear with me as I get the evidence. You could feel free to comment. I'm going to jump on as much as I can, but I've been staring at the screen for a long time, and it's overwhelming. If anybody knows, if anybody wants to help, hey, you know what? Any digital kind of help or anything, hey man, we appreciate the heck out of it. It's taking on $1 trillion industries. It goes deep, man. It goes deep. But my parents passed not too long ago. I'll make this real quick. And they were my best friends. And I don't think that if something happened to me, I don't think that I could. I don't think I could walk up to them. God willing, I make it to where they're at. I don't think I could look my mom in the eyes and tell her I didn't try. Because there's a lot of people getting hurt by this. A lot of injured people just getting run over. And I do have the evidence to stop it. I do have the evidence to get some reform, hopefully. Hopefully. I really do hope so. Or I'm going to die trying. Hey, Fitty. So, all right. Again, Joshua Markle, Project Black Phoenix, Ashcroft and Vale Investigative Media. I look forward to hearing from you guys.